Well, the action certainly continues here at the Kings Welitini Stadium. It is Gabo Yellow up against Double Action Ladies in our second fixture of the day. Conditions are still wet and cold here, and certainly we already saw a late equalizer by Manzini Wanderers, so it's going to be very interesting to see just how Mamelodi Sundowns can hold on to that top position, or will the team from Botswana do a smash and grab. So as I did say that weather conditions are still at 13 degrees. That is our maximum temperatures for today, and rain is now sitting at 100%. As you can see, there is no sunshine inside, so certainly we're going to be in for some interesting football today. It's all going to come down to experience. Those who know how to use the field as well as the pitch, and also strategy is going to be key in today's game. Well, I caught up with both before the coaches, though. These are the results of what has transpired so far and what it means in the Group A as well. We did say that it is the first two teams that are in action right now, but focusing on number 3 and 4, they shared the spoils thanks to that late equalizer by Usanga. So it is the Lesotho team currently languishing at the bottom of the log, but they certainly do keep their hopes alive in this particular encounter and this particular event. It is Mamelodi Sundowns up against Double Action Ladies now at the 2 o'clock kickoff, and this will give us a proper vision and interlude as to how this group is shaping up, because it is a must-win game. There's only one fixture left after today's encounters, so it is a do or die. It is a must-win game, and remember, only 2 teams can book their place in the semi-final. So I caught up with both coaches, and this is what they had to say. Coach Agnes, thank you so much for your time. You come against a team that is bursting with confidence. It's raining, it's slippery. How do you win this one today?
Firstly, ngicela ukubonga ithuba eningilinike lona. Igame yanamhlanje igame ebaluleke kakhulu for thina, and I saw them ukuthi they gonna come at us. So one thing ekumele siyenze, we need to switch on.
And of course, coach, both teams are strong along the flanks. There's pace, there's very strong wingers. How do you deal with that, coach?
Sizosebenza kanzima, because I told them vele, because I saw the clips ukuthi they are very strong on the wings. So I think sizoya phezulu.
Thank you so much, coach. Good luck. Coach, thank you so much for your time. It's a battle for the top spot in today's game against Sundowns, but your team goes in unchanged, coach. Why?
Simple reason. Look, we've come here, like I've said earlier, with the previous game, that we are playing to try and win the tournament. Therefore, my concern now is the results. We got the results in the previous game. I gave 2 girls a run, because I'm sure that if we got the 3 points here, we are going into this game with Sundowns at 3 points as well. Therefore, we have to try and get a result against Sundowns. I'm hoping and wishing for a very beautiful game. I watched them play. They're a good side. But I believe that we can match them in terms of talent, in terms of tactics, and all we can do is execute on the day.
Thank you so much, coach. All the best.
Thank you very much.
A must-win game for both sides. So in commentary, we have Gloria Brown, who's going to take you through the next 45. Well, here's a link to the tourism video of Durban.
Durban is missing you. Let's take this time to recharge. Durban is waiting to welcome you after lockdown. Be energized by the ocean, beach, and bush. Discover Durban's adventures and tranquility. Play on the promenade and put the fun back in your life. Enjoy a township experience. Do the Inanda Heritage Trail. Explore Durban's cultural diversity. Stay at home and plan to create new memories. Visit Durban online. Durban's warm hospitality awaits you.
Durban welcomes you, and so does Umlazi welcome you. To be precise, we're at the Kings Welitini Stadium, and it is for the 5th match of the tournament. Mamelodi Sundowns up against Double Action Ladies. It's Sundowns from South Africa and Double Action from Botswana. say whatever you like. Revenge is the name of the game. For Mamelodi Sundowns, very clear in the minds of the fact that Botswana eliminated South Africa out of the Olympics, and the war has continued. More so for Mamelodi Sundowns as they carry the hopes of South Africa to book a ticket to Cairo. Botswana, on the other hand, have other ideas. They are here to upset the apple cart. Coach Patrick Oupa-Korwa says this is the easiest match of the group. We're talking about Group A, in which the Lesotho Defence Force and Mandini Wanderers, as well as Double Action and Sundowns, are competing at. The other group is Green Buffaloes and Black Rhino Queens, as well as Tura Magic. 7 clubs at this tournament. It is the Total Energies CAF Women's Championship, and one would look at it and say, basically the COSAFA region. We should be having 14 teams, but here you are with 7 teams that have made this inaugural competition. As they take the team pictures, smiles, and you can see that the players are feeling very cold. You can see Mamelodi Sundowns looking bright and beautiful. Asa with all the smiles. A goalkeeper's nightmare is what the weather conditions is out here. And the 2 captains of the side, Zanele Nhlapo, as well as Oratile Bonang, the 2 captains in the center circle. You can see that they're feeling cold. You don't have to ask. And we have a look at our officials for this match: Antiso, Zulu, and Mampara. 4th official, Alicia from Swaziland. We're looking at the COSAFA flags and embracing. Let's see the starting lineup. Rabalo in goal, Bambanani in the centre back, Oratile Mokoena in the middle of the park, Andisiwe Mtoy up front, Melinda Khariete, her strike partner. That is what Coach Agnes puts forward. 4 Double Action. It is Molife, Radiakanyo, Malloy, Otlachile is the captain, and up front is Senuelo. The bench capable and able to come in and make the necessary changes. Coach Agnes, the 35-year-old, has been given the responsibility to lead the ladies. Her playing days are not over yet, but good to see them being able to be promoted and recognized. This match does promise to bring a humdinger. Patrick Oupa-Korwa, known for the development of football out in Botswana, he's out with his charges. He believes that there's a major upset on the cards, and let us just hope that everything goes according to the plan. Here's the officials: Antiso, Zulu, Polotso, and Vienna as the 4th official. The rain bucketing down at the Kings Welitini Stadium. The battle lines are drawn. It is the visiting side, which is Double Action in the white with a bit of blue trimmings, attacking the goal from the right to the left of your screen. They will get us started in this encounter. Mamelodi Sundowns in the yellow jerseys, blue shorts and white stockings. They get us started. They come into this match and attacking the goal from the left to the right of your screen. Zanele Nhlapo, the captain of Mamelodi Sundowns, jersey number 5, leading from the back. You've got Otlachile Bonang, that's jersey number 12, 35 years of age. Oh, this does promise to be one of those matches where the players have got to keep warm. You can actually see the players' experience on the park, waiting on the referee to get the thumbs up. They got to keep busy, they got to keep warm, and that certainly the instruction from the bench. Zanele Nhlapo, that is a 30-year-old born in Tembisa, and she's had a stint at Apollo in Albania. She also played for KFF Mitrovica out in Kosovo. 4 Banyana caps for Zanele Nhlapo. And we get this game started, and the ball, almost a set piece, sent completely across the field into the hands of Asa Rabalau, the former Bluebirds goalkeeper, Palace Super Falcons. They call her the pressure cooker. And that is a player who believes she will strive under pressure. You can watch this game in many different ways. But right now, this is our live broadcast of the match between Sundowns and Double Action. Asa, errors will be creeping in and immediately called into action. That was an early warning sign. Playing from the back, certainly one that would put pressure on Mamelodi Sundowns. They've got players that are very nippy, very experienced players as well. Some being part of the national team. Mfandi so an experienced Otlachile keeper again gets an early touch. It's going to be a busy day at the office. Murifi going off to sleep, switching off. There's a comma. Here's a chance and an offside goal. An offside given. The flag is up immediately. Zulu and Mampara. It's Mampara on the far left-hand side. This is not what the coach wants. As we have a look at Bambanani Mbane, a very, very well-cushioned ball keeper, not giving as much as she should in that pass. Very, very tame shot. But yes, Sundown is across and poorly delivered. Lilona Taweti, the 22-year-old who's come in. She comes in for Lerato Khasahu. And the three changes that one has spotted in the Sundowns lineup. Nonhlanhla Mthandi also on the bench. Here is the three-goal hero, hat-trick hero. She took the first ball as the first match ball of the tournament, scoring a hat-trick on in their first match. 3 points is what each of these teams have. They've got to be alert. Otlachile making sure that she's switched on for this encounter. Bonang Otlachile, the captain of Double Action, the Sundowns, been part of the national team structure from under 20s, under 17s, under 20, and here she is in also the senior national team. An opportunity for both coaches and the national team to look at these players and make sure that they fine-tune their squad for the COSAFA tournament that will be taking place in Kabeja. Nice 1-2 being played and mistakes being made by Sundowns in that defense. Pressure paying off. Look at that pace that's coming in. Asa collects. Decent ball being crossed in by Senuelo, the 20-year-old Senuelo. The war between South Africa and Botswana doesn't stop here. Chwene plays very much wide, perhaps at times too wide. You need her to just drop in a little into the midfield. Errors creeping in from Mamelodi Sundowns defensively. The high press coming to the full coach playing to the letter. Here is Esau, Chantel Esau, Andisiwe Mgoy spotting the strong and speedy Lilola Daweti. Coach Jerry Shabalala, who is the coach in the Super Bets, he's out in the stands. There's a very, very tenacious Bondiwe Tusi. Lilola Daweti will keep that ball alive and give a decent cross. Control on the edge of the box and trying to get a grip of that. Keeper gets a touch and at a second attempt it falls kindly. A good hand to it, Peresi making sure. There's going to be pace. Mfandiso on the right hand side of Double Action. Senuelo on the left hand side of Double Action. That was the ball being laid back for Lilola Daweti. Should have done better, could have done better. Keeper also coming to the rescue. Oratile Mokoena, Ekola Kundwai, or Kundain, but I think it's Kundwai. She's tiny, she's nippy, she nibbles at everything on offer. You can see the mission. When you look at the eyes and you see the focus of a player, you must know it's game on. Throwing. Molloy gets a touch. Mkoy. Andisiwe. Unfinished business. Playing it back and not on the same page with Lilona. Bambanani Mbane. Murifi. Otlachile of double action. Otlachile onto the right-hand side. One expecting Murifi to come in and defend as well. Bambanani Bane on the ball in the middle of the park. This is Bongi Wetusi coming to the right-hand side. Lilola Daweti, but look at that skill. Esau, Chantal Esau. And the calls were on for the pass to dissect the defense, but it didn't come through. Esau. Looking at Radia Canyo. Player holding the knees, and referee Antiso very quick to respond. Looks like Mbane Bambanani, the 31-year-old. She's called Juice, or known as Juice, and this is the reason. Just nibbling on her ankles. Mfandiso, it's Masiho Mfandiso. Bambanani, she will soldier on. This is one player that can play almost every position on the field. One can test and put in the goals and see how she fares. A long ball forward. Murifi coming back to cover. They're using her pace to great effect. Zanele Mazet and Kapo. Captain, my captain. Restores calm in that defense. COSAFA is poorer without you. Asara Balau, former Bluebirds. Pressure cooker. High press, coach is asking for the players to push up. Unkamedze asked to push up. Senwela also asked to push up. The minute Sundowns has an attack. Coach giving instructions. Push up, open up a little bit more, but make sure you close the spaces. That's Makhurubech. Karabo Makhurubech. She's got 17 caps and has been nurtured through the ranks of the national team. Daweti tripping over her own feet in a way, but does well to stay on side. Here's the ball. Good dissecting ball. But, forced out wide by Mbambanani. And she comes away with it. A foul also for her efforts. We promised you an interesting game. We promised you a tight game. And the ladies are not disappointing on the field. Bambanani Mbane battling it out with Unkamedze. And on that occasion, it's Mbane that gets a free kick for her efforts. Lola. Chantal Esau. Karabo Makhurubets. Asarabala. Bambanani moving to the left-hand side. Some positional switches for Mamelodi Sundowns. Bambanani Mbane in the previous match played as a right back. Here she's playing as a left back. Gundwa over the top finds Chantal Esau. They call her Shakes. There's not much of magic that you've seen yet. There's Sundowns. Puff and pass. Oh! Andy C. Webcoin. Player went down. Keeper went down. Both players are withering in pain. Goalkeeper Peresi and Andisiwe Mgoy. She doesn't pull out of the tackle is Andisiwe, and so is Peresi. Battle continues. Players very quick to get around in a huddle. Have a look at this. She actually didn't know where the ball had gone, but had she been more aware, I think we could have been seeing the first goal of this match. This is the 5th of 12 matches that you will get in the tournament. Double action, who won 3-0 against Manzini Wanderers. And Mamelodi Sundowns with a massive 6 goals to 0 against the Lesotho Defence Force. You look at the goal scorers in that match: Laone Moloi and Lisejo Radiakanyo, as well as Uteng Bonao. Uteng came off the bench as a coach is looking on. Laone, she's got a goal in the tournament, is Laone. Radia Canyo has got a goal in the tournament, And Oteng Bonang, who's on the bench. Coach Agnes. She's giving some instructions. Andisiwe Mgoy, players, stay down. Goalkeeper Peresi Kamelo. We need to just
in a way, we walk around. We are gone.
when this, as a goalkeeper, when the other goalkeeper is injured on the park, the goalkeeper on the bench is immediately made to warm up, and here it is. She is warming up. That's Bame Mokime, 21 years of age is Bame, and if called upon, she's ready. She's been warmed up, and it doesn't look good at this moment for Peresi, but we know what a soldier she is. Camelo, she is in tears, and she'll dust herself up and get back into the action. It's Peresi. It is never going to be easy. It is a contact sport, and will Mamelodi Sundowns capitalize on perhaps the ginger movement of Peresi? Look at Andisiwe Mgoy. She's ready to get back into the action. If you recall, in the match that they had against that is Lesotho Defence Force, it was a similar situation. Andisiwe Mgoy going into the tackles with the goalkeeper. The penalty is given by the referee. Apo steps up as the captain. She wants to lead with everything that she has. Zanele Apo. Sundowns gets a penalty. Will this unsettle double action? It's a double blow at the moment, as the goalkeeper has to dust herself and get back to face Zanele Apo. Apo against Peresi. Apo against Peresi, and it's a Apo. She gets the goal that gives Sundowns the lead at the Kings Wellatini Stadium. All smiles on the bench as Agnes Corsi appreciates. Mamelodi Sundowns take an early lead after 12 minutes in this match. A penalty for a foul on Zanele Apo. Let's have a look at that penalty. Very nicely taken, but close. I'm sure the officials on the bench stood up and hoped that squeakiness of that ball just going over the line. Oratile has confirmed the scoreline from the Kings Wellatini Stadium. There's another chase. It's Nhlapo yet again closing her down, but forcing the error. Ilona Daweti and Esaush is available, and this time, does she have a problem with her ankle? She's strong. Goy is in the mix. I'm still not able to see what was really done, but nevertheless, it is a free kick. Player is in pain. And one thing I can assure you, you know, when you were going to school and they say after school is after school, that battle is going to continue between Andisiwe Mgoy and Molefe. We'll just quickly get her number and confirm. It looks like Molefe. Khomotso, Monica Molefe. 15 minutes. Early goal to settle the nerves. Players are busy on the park. Running around trying to keep warm. Referee Mpara and Zulu have got a busy day at the office. Here's the player being stretched off. Lerato Mutlogelo will take the free kick, being strapped. Here is Zanele Nhlapo, the goal scorer of the penalty, and the penalty was awarded for a foul on Andisiwe Mgoy. The keeper coming in, you can see that keeper coming in, her foot stayed up, and Andisiwe Mgoy stayed down, and then the captain said, let me take responsibility, and placed it to the far right, out of reach from the goalkeeper. Mamelodi Sundowns certainly looking sharp. The Hollywood Super Bet League is at the halfway mark. They played their previous match sitting on the summit of the log. Mbane being turned inside out by Mfandiso Masego. Sundowns come away with it. Daweti Goy on the blind side. Otlachile has been given the task to look after Andisiwe. Captain making sure that they realize the danger coming through from the lanky forward. Mbane take the throw in. And bundled off the ball is Gundwan. Is it Murifi? Another foul. Bane will take that set piece. Bambanani. 1-0 to Sundowns. Bane floated on the edge of the box, headed down. Morifi's coming to the midfield. Chantal Esau. And Bongiwe Tusi is being closed down very quickly, but Tusi comes out and gets the last touch and with the throw in for double action. It was very quickly taken. Bane Apple combining well. Chantal Esau will just hacked away to take the pressure off. Captain making sure that she calls the players in. Makhurubech. Boy. Last touch. Last touch off Mutlukhelo. She's looking very alert, very focused is Lerato. Still down to 10 ladies on the park, double action. Still receiving treatment. Just been clipped on the ankles is Bongiwe Tusi. Bongiwe Tusi. She's come on from Nkankamtandi. That's the challenge. And hacked from behind. Guilty party. Laon Nemuloi, the goal scorer in the previous game. 7 fouls in this match. You can see the team that is put on the back foot with 5 fouls for double action. Agnes. Mankosi. Agnes. There's the log standings. As it stands, if the match has got to be called off, it's Mamelodi Sundowns with 6 points. Double action with 3 points. Manzini Wanderers and Lesotho Defence Force with a point apiece. 7 goals to the good for the team from South Africa. 100% record thus far. Zanele, penalty. It's a throw-in. Mfandiso. Laone. Bongiwe Tusi. Looking for that ball, looking for Boy. Apologies to a teammate. Very lovely hairstyle. Olifi Khomotso. Onika Khomotso. Also got Veronica Mokotsi in that defense. Bane. Mistake by Bane, forced backwards. She has the pressure of Masego and does well to win the throw in. Morifi is available. Again, gaining ground. Grasshopper. Morifi. Get her stockings right over the knees. Gundwan. Morifi, the grasshopper, trying to eliminate 1-2 players, one too many. And Otlachile does well to just send that ball back. She wants them to organize. One thing that is very evident about Otlachile, you can see the experience, communicates effectively. Karabo Makhurubech. Chantal Esau playing it back to Makhurubech. Here's her captain, Mtapo, the goal scorer. Calm as you like. Miss Reliable Some people will say Mr. Reliable. It's Miss Reliable. 58% in ball possession, 42 for double action. That says nothing much. Giving chase, and keeper was quickly off the line. Collects comfortably. Very, very strong in the area is Camelo. Matlukelo. Losing out. There's Kundwai. Melinda Khadiete needs to get a little bit more into the game. Struggling to find her rhythm. There's a chance for an equalizer. Keeper comes out, and just look at that experience, realizing that the ball is not going to trouble the goalkeeper, as Ontlametsi was on with the money. That ball floated behind the defense of Mamelodi Sundowns. Keeper came out, but Makhurubetsi just leading that out. There's no panic in that defense. She has a BA in sports psychology, is Karabo Makhurubetsi. Yafundwa la. 5 attempts in this match. 4 shots on target, 2 apiece. Foul. Maseko has been very busy. Maseko is expected to feed on Ontlametsi with the crosses. So far, it's been made very difficult. They've got to defend. Lovely turn by Bongiwe Tusi. Tusi playing with Dilola Daweti. Tusi finds Murifi, the crosshopper. Quality ball expected. Delivers on the edge of the box. Tried to sell a dummy. Daweti was left planted. Mbane. Oh, lovely work, lovely skill through the legs. Here's Ontlametsi. Here's the pace that is troublesome. Mbane. That ball over the top. Bounce misjudged. But the recovery as well, and look at the support play. Oratile, Lilola Daweti spotting Murife run. Keeper playing as a sweeper. And the offside flag is up. Miss Zulu making sure that she gives the thumbs up. She says, hey, it's tough at the office. This is a very fast game. Gotta be alert, but so far so good for the referees. The assistant lines, that is, 1 apiece in the offside count. Daweti, that would have been a very dangerous ball. And look at the pace. Chantal, safety first. Chantal Esau does well to win it back. Bongiwe Tusi, Gundwan, Oratile Mukwena. Back to Karabo Makhurubetsi. Makhurubetsi, a step over. And just a dummy by Bongiwe Tusi. Oh, there's some excitement. There's some excitement. Here is Oratile Mukwena. She gives a thumbs up. However, Pambanani does well. Sends it back yet again. Oh, control by Nkoi. Lovely 1-2. Tusi goes out to Morifi. You'll hear her teammate say, Batat. But this is all about getting precision. That ball intercepted very nicely. Yet again, Sundowns throwing everything that they have at the moment, using the momentum. Makhurubetsi. Chantal Esau cutting in. Chantal Esau. Oh, 1-2. Andisiwe. Danger is on. Playing it back for a teammate. Beautifully done. And Mamelodi Sundowns make it 2. It's Melinda Khadiete getting onto the score sheet. 21-year-old former Bloemfontein Celtic player. Melinda Khadiete gets onto the score sheet. It's a similar script. Look at that lovely ball. Chantal bringing in Melinda Khadiete, doing ever so well, getting ahead of the defender. The net bulges. Andisiwe Mgoy, this time becoming a supplier. this time becoming a supplier. Melinda Khadiete getting a name on the score sheet. She says, let us just knock it about. Let us enjoy this match. Melinda Khadiete making, or this being her second match, her second goal in this tournament. She scored in the previous game against the Defence Force. Player stayed down. Medical team being called onto the park. Certainly pain in the ankle. Two goals to the good. The pressure was mounting and continuously so. Here's Andisiwe Mgoy. And that's where she got injured. Player, that's Johannes. We haven't seen too much of Johannes. She's known to be flying down the wings, but her work is cut out this afternoon, having to really make sure that she gets her defensive duties done. Sundowns exploiting the wings. Coming in with the 4-3-3 formation. Radia Kanye, Otlachile and Moloi just sitting in the pocket of that midfield. Johannes and Mutluchelo expected to be operating like wingbacks. It's really proving to be a difficult task. Veronica Mokhotsi, Molife. She is lethal, she is dangerous, she is vicious, she's poison, and she's brought a lot of that to Durban. Former Banyana player with 4 caps is Andisiwe Mgoy, and knocking on the door and saying, have a look at me, Coach Desiree Ellis, although that's not really on her mind right now. It makes sense why Mamelodi Sundowns recalled her from Kosovo, recalled her from Albania, and here she is warming up. Players are being instructed to warm up in this cold. I'll be very happy to do that. Instead of sitting down, players got to warm up and be ready to be given the action. You're looking at the bench of double action. We confirm the scoreline. Sundowns 2, double action no. We are at the King Zwelithini Stadium. Emlazi, Gadi. Mega City just behind us. That's where the shopping happens. Out in this place in Kapa. Makhurubech. 22 years of age is Makhurubech with the BA in Sports Psychology. We're looking at Zanele Nkapa, also the captain. From Tembisa, here's the grasshopper, here's Morifi, beaten to the ball by Johannes. Morifi needs the support. She's playing very much alone and is wide and asking for protection from the referee. Morifi from Lonesdale, that's where she lives. Zulu picks up her flag. Tried to get the return ball. One thing that the defense has got to be careful of. Goy keeps her line very carefully and tries to peel off. Coming from deep. Lilola Daweti switching flanks. And being put under pressure. Lisijo, Lilola Daweti. And there you see that is unpleasant. You don't want to see that. But this is what a match of this kind of caliber does. The momentum, the tension, flaring and clearly seen. Esijo. Daweti. Khadieta. Oh, she's disappointed. Melinda dropping a little deep, and she apologizes to her teammates. Melinda Khadiete, very much of a dynamic player, brought in from Bloemfontein Celtic. Mamelodi Sundowns, one of the few teams in the PS in the Women's Super League. 66% possession, dominance totally. Mamelodi Sundowns players who are rewarded for their efforts. They are paid. but they still have a long way to go to match Kick for Life that pays their ladies equally as the men. Makhurubech, in actual fact, that's Bongiwe Tusi. There's Gundwan. Guilty of giving away possession. Out to the right hand side. Senwele. Double action, needs to double the effort. Tawit. Orati. Nkoi. Gundwan. It's Bambanani. Murife. Back to Bambanani. Mklap. Bakhurubech drawing in double action. 3-5-2 is what it is and paying dividends. Milona. Chantal Esau will give chase, but look at Andesian boy, that's a little too much for her, but she hustles away. Years of age. On the edge of the box, Mulifi comes away with it. Mutlukhel was calling for to be recognized. Tlapo. Bane. Uratile. Esau. Lilola. Daweti. Dilly-dallying on the ball. She's got support in Mukwena. Mukwena bringing in Tusi. Tusi does well. She puts a full stop. She says, comma, dish, dash. Here she's dashing into the post. Oh, Tusi. Oh, the pain. Oh, the ankles. Mutlakelo has been part of the under-17, under-20 structure, and also staking a claim in the senior team. A little bit of naughtiness by Bongiwe Tusi. Naughtiness by Bongiwe Tusi. Do we get to see the yellow card? They are not happy with the referees. They're not protecting them. Lerato Mutlakelo, and one can see she knows that she's done something wrong. Just a little bit of a nibble. Bongiwe Tusi. She came in actually for Nonhlanhla Mthandi, who was relegated to the bench. Nonhlanhla Mthandi. He's a worried coach, and he looks on. 33 minutes on the clock. 2-0 to Sundowns. Action continues. It's double the trouble for the team from Botswana. Double action. Warming up. A blonde bombshell is waiting to make an entry. Nippy weather. So far so good. Tackles have come in thick and fast. Player being stretched off. Double action at the moment, down to 10 ladies on the park. Stretch it off. Mutlakelo. Injury caused by Tusi. Tackle. Strong and away. Kuruich. Ratile. Khadiete. Chantal. Daweti. Tusi. Morif. Mukwena. Karau. That's a little too strong. 35 minutes. Throw in for double action. Senuelo has got to come a little deeper. Got to perhaps change the position. Radia Canio being forced to defend. Radia Canio available, picks it up for double action. She's got double the trouble. In front of her is Lilola Daweti, wins it back for Sundowns. Daweti and Mukwena. Mukwena bringing it all the way back to the defense. Bambanani Mbane. Morifi's come all the way down. That is where one wants to see her. Come and collect. Use the pace. She's got the engine. Mukwena switching it to the right hand side. Mahurubetsi available is Chantal Esau. Oh, she's been stopped in her tracks. Stopped in her tracks. Untlametsi, who's the striker, the lone striker, finds herself in defense. Chantal Esau. Not too many yellow jerseys to aim for, but looking to pick up from the scraps. The spillages. Tusi gives away possession. Untlametsi does well. Lesijo on the ball. Not given much time. Not given much time. Karabo Mahuruvechi. Little tiger. Karabo. Oh, I bet you if you say hello to Mahurubeti right now, she'll just wave. She won't even respond. That's how tired she is right now. A ball being hacked into touch. Lesejo, Radia Canyo, Bane, Capo's available, captain is available. Tusi comes a little deep as Tusi. Available is Chantal. The race is on. Chantal Esau. Information been given, and she ignores it. Melinda Khariete was in a better position, and she's very frustrated by Chantal. Chantal trying to go it alone, but again, now and then, perhaps she'll get the information that let's just share it a little more. Intercepted by Daweti. Tusi, Buratile, Daweti goes back, using the pitch to great advantage. Still three defenders at the back. Sundowns pushing the numbers into the midfield, playing with such calm and such room. And when you look at the spaces in between the defenders, spot on. Coach's delight when you have such players. Mahurubeci brings in Tlapo. Tlapo brings in Bambanani Mbane. Slowing the game down, slowing the game down, looking for the run and the quick burst of pace from Hariete and Goy. It's good to see her back on the park. Race is on, but Asa quickly comes out as well. Veronica Mokotse. Barney, discipline in that defense. Everyone staying in their position. Morifi. Tusi. Morifi. And it's pickpocketed by Moloi. Laone, the goal scorer in the previous match. Laone got onto the score sheet. So did Lisijo Radiacanyo. Today they've been forced to defend. Quena brings in Mahurovic, using a goalkeeper. Asa's available. Bane. Morifi. She has acres of space. Is Chuene, the grasshopper. Mbane. It's been defending and defending and defending. Goy. Oh, what a ball. Ah, that was pretty close. It would be really great if we can get to see that again. It looks very, very close. 40 minutes on the clock. Morifi, former Palace Super Falcons player. Agnes She's got off her bench. Agnes, the respect that she's given by these players, bearing in mind that Agnes hasn't hung up her boots. She's only been selected to coach here at the Total Energies. We're looking at 3. Also looking at perhaps a change being called upon the last 5 minutes. Game management, player management, apologies from the captain. She had no option. Mokoena. Chantal Esau. She comes from Cape Town, is Chantal Esau. She came in to replace Rhoda Mlauti, Princess Rhoda Mlauti, born in Kimberley with 8 caps. She looked very surprised, you heard her reaction. She came off the bench, is Oteng. She came off the bench and almost with her first touch, she got a goal. Is Oteng Bonam, the 29-year-old. She's got a goal to her name. Scored against Manzini Wanderers. Chantal Esau doesn't want to shake hands. Throw in. Makhurubech. Makhurubech gets the layback from Bongiwe. Throw in. Team in white. Oh, good to see Mutlukhelo back in the game. Took a little bit of a nasty tackle to her ankle. Trying to get behind the Sundowns defense is proving to be a mission. Pambanani. Juice. Grasshopper. Gundwan. With acres of space, playing with such calm. Esau. Poison. Oh, taken out. Bongiwe Tusi. Bongiwe Tusi. Captain had to stop that. Ah, she couldn't do much about it. She was heading towards the goal. 2 minutes to go on the edge of the box. Goalkeeper, Beresi. She's feeling cold, is Beresi. Oh, when you're a goalkeeper in times like this, she's got the shivers. 3 players in the wall. Mutlukhelo is in the mix, so is Lesego. That ball, the idea is to just get it over the wall and maybe for an oncoming Melinda and Andisiwe. Esau will correct those mistakes. Fandiso. Johannes hasn't really been seen much roving down the left wing. Oh, that ball. Mutlukhelo, hence the medical team fought so hard. Andisiwe, another bite at the cherry, fighting for it, using her strength and staying on her feet. In actual fact, doesn't stay on her feet. Both the players going down. Look at that, fighting for it. Again, the battle went on. Andisiwe. She tackled with Johannes and then went for Malife. And Malife has stayed down. 4 minutes to be added to this half. 4 minutes to the 45. You will agree, it has been one of those games battling for everything. Zanele Nhlapu, the captain of the side. There's Zanele Nhlapu who got the scorers going. Khadieta joining in the party. Melinda, it was a penalty for Zanele Nhlapu, and the foul on Poison, Andisiwe Mkoy, and she just slotted it far away from the goalkeeper. That was the beginning of a beautiful move here. Mkoy yet again assisting and releasing Khadiete, and that giving Mamelodi Sundowns the 2-goal cushion. Khadiete, Melinda, players still down, and the medical team, the stretcher has been summoned on the park. Coach doesn't look a happy man. It's a slow stroll down the touchline. He too is getting cold. Coach Hoa, he says he wasn't too concerned about this match. He wasn't too concerned. He said he was worried more about the minnows, if you can call them respectively, and Zini Wanderers and the Lesotho Defence Force. Those are the teams that he worries about. There's Tusi keeping warm, and Gunduan also joining in. The coach also. This is when you see that the player in her is not out of Agnes. She's giving them the instructions and say, continue warming up. That's exactly what she would have done had she been on the park. Keep warm, keep busy. Here it is as they give away possession. Tusi, trying to thread that ball through to Mkoy. It's a throw-in. It's taken further down on the field. Nhlapu will use a goalkeeper if she likes. Asa was also feeling the cold. Time has increased to 4 minutes of referee's time. Tusi plays it back with Makhurubech. Nhlapu, he's available. Mbane also drawn, and you can see double action following the ball from the left to the right. Oratile does well to recover. Mbane, Asa, used, showing a bit of her skills. Mbane, selling a dummy. Available is Gunduan. Gunduan has all the time in the world, spotting Murifi run, and Murifi picks her head up. She knows that Poison is waiting for the supply. Murifi does well to stay onside, just missing that. Boy, just riding it over, maybe selling the dummy and hoping that Khadieta will benefit. Lesejo, Faniso, Moloi, Utlachile, closed down by Masejo. Yes, Masejo. Mbane, all the way from Eastern Cape. Juice, and the referee Antiso brings an end to the first 45 minutes. A very entertaining match. Here's the goal scorer, the captain, who led from the front and from the very first whistle. Feeling very cold, but she'll be back to get into the action. We then go to Melinda Khadiete, who got the second goal, supplied by Andisiwe Mkoy, to make it 2-0 in favor of Mamelodi Sundowns. Here we have the fight by Masejo Paniso. He's still not able to capitalize on what has been benefit. Sundowns 2, double action, no.
Durban is missing you. Let's take this time to recharge. Durban is waiting to welcome you after lockdown. Be energized by the ocean, beach and bush. Discover Durban's adventures and tranquility. Play on the promenade and put the fun back in your life. Enjoy a township experience. Do the Inanda Heritage Trail. Explore Durban's cultural diversity. Stay at home and plan to create new memories. Visit Durban online. Durban's warm hospitality awaits you.
Here are the highlights of the first 45 minutes. Andisiwe Mgoyi clashing with the goalkeeper, and the referee didn't like it, gave the penalty, and captain Zanele Nhlapo making sure that she gets the opening goal of match number 5. They weren't done yet, but however, the opposition side also launched an attack of their own, and fortunately enough for the keeper coming out and just making sure that that ball does not find the back of the net. That ball going over the top on Tlamete, just following through, dangerous as she is, but Makhurubetsi had that covered. Melinda Esau and Andisiwe Mgoyi bringing in a quality cross, and Melinda benefiting from the supply to make it 2-0 to Mamelodi Sundowns. Credit to Chantal Esau for the ball that she threaded, and Mgoyi and Khadiete making sure the scoreline is 2-0. We have a look at the stats. 63% the dominance of Mamelodi Sundowns, very clear on the left hand side of your screen. Let's go down to Mbali Sigiti, who will give you the interviews at the touchline.
Well, it is 2-0 here, courtesy of Mamelodi Sundowns, and I'm standing right here pitchside with Mascaram Goshime. She is the CAF Senior Manager, Women's Football Development. Thank you so much for your time. I mean, we know that you were part of the creation of this amazing tournament that we are seeing right here unfolding in Durban. I mean, how do you feel seeing your brainchild unfolding in front of your eyes?
It's really overwhelming. We are happy to be able to start it, and with the COVID pandemic, it was hard to kick off the competition. We are happy as a product that comes from the development of Women's Football Office in CAF and the CAF competition department. We hope that this competition gives a lot of opportunity for our girls, that they can showcase their talent and they can represent their country and their club in an international environment. So we are happy. We're really happy and overwhelmed.
And of course, it's all going to culminate in Egypt later on this year, where you are based. I mean, this is absolutely exciting to see the 8 teams that will make their way into that CAF Champions League.
Yes, it's really exciting. As a woman who have or played, coached and managed women's football, to see a club competing in an international level, African women's club competing in an international level, is an amazing thing. We thank COSAFA and our zonal unions always being part of the women's football development. COSAFA especially with their competition for senior, under 20 and under 17. Now doing the club competition, we are so grateful for them. We are happy. We really are happy with also the talent we are seeing. The matches have been equal mostly. We have seen new talents. We have seen how teams are playing. We're really happy on the quality that we are seeing in the field.
And speaking of that quality, because now you have a bird's eye view of the quality throughout the African continent. It's not just COSAFA, the WAFU's also finished theirs, and we've got obviously the different associations as well that are still busy with their qualifications as well. I mean, the women's football is certainly growing. If you look at the different parts of Africa, where do you think at least a tremendous progress is being done?
Well, South Africa is, it has been tremendous growth in the south side of Africa. Also in the East Africa, we have really strong teams coming from that side, and the club football is also growing. In the West, we have also seen the Cameroon starting their own league, sponsored league. Even in the north, so we cannot say actually we can say all over Africa women's football is growing. One of our idea and our objective to do the club competition is also to motivate our member associations to actually invest in their own league so that their league can be competitive. And we have seen this. We have seen that the competition level is really good, the competitive level is really good, and we hope this will reflect also in the national association and in the national team representing Africa. So I cannot say it's one zone or two zone, like all over Africa, women's football is on the rise.
Thank you so much, Ms. Grim.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Durban is missing you. Let's take this time to recharge. Durban is waiting to welcome you after lockdown. Be energized by the ocean, beach and bush. Discover Durban's adventures and tranquility. Play on the promenade and put the fun back in your life. Enjoy a township experience. Do the Inanda Heritage Trail. Explore Durban's cultural diversity. Stay at home and plan to create new memories. Visit Durban online. Durban's warm hospitality awaits you.
2-0 is the scoreline, and welcome back to the second half of the match between Mamelodi Sundowns and double action. It's South Africa up against Botswana. No changes spotted in the side of the South African side, and for double action it is just the one change that took place. Ontlamesi gave away in the first half after 40 minutes. So we confirm the scoreline from the Kingswelletini Stadium. Andisiwe Mkoi, Melinda Khadiete, and Nhlapo getting onto the score sheet. He has another goal, the third goal of the match. Made it to look so simple. Melinda Khadiete getting a brace. We talk of the opening 5 minutes of any match when the players are still cold. You capitalize. Melinda Khadiete gets a second goal of the match just after the start, and that was a lovely ball from Bongiwe Tusi. Keeper came out, couldn't close down very quickly, and Khadiete doesn't need another invitation. Open it, and she says thank you very much. Yes, Agnes, her celebrations on the touchline, joining in. Melinda Khadiete, brace on the day. Sundowns 3, double action 1. Second match, second goal for Khadiete. That makes it 3 in this tournament. So it's really been not a one-sided affair, but there has been fight in double action, ladies. They've been asked to double up their efforts. Floodgates opened from a penalty. Klapo, captain. Mbane goes back to a captain. She lets it slide all the way to Asa. Asa brings a captain in. Really using the field, the opening of the field, stretching of the players to great effect. Chasing continues. Gone out to the right-hand side where Chantal is operating. Chantal intercepted in the midfield by Laone. We haven't seen too much of Laone in the very offensive part of the field. Masejo took a little long, and tidying up by Mutlagelo. Pushing the players up, Mutlagelo. Bonang. Bonang Ucheng came on for Ontlametse. Sundowns defensively have looked solid. In the middle of the park, they've looked businesslike. Up front, absolutely lethal. Look at the pace of Tusi. Tusi can aim for Goy. Turns in the box. Sometimes she just needs to hold her runs a little bit. Is Andisiwe Mkoe. Mukwena. Masigo. Mbane. Mbane does well. Keeps it in play. Murifi. She let the ball do the running. Murifi. Crosshopper. With the Iskariete. Got the return pass. Look at Murifi skidding down the left-hand side. Quality cross! Beauty! Oh, you beauty. She had to get onto the score sheet. It's poison. She makes it 4 in the match. She also makes a personal tally to 4. Mamelodi Sundowns. Four to the good, but credit to be given to Murifi. Khadiete, reverse pass. Look at that sprinting from Murifi. Cross into the box, and Goy doesn't need a second invitation. Good quality. And guilty of giving up the chase is Molefe. We confirm the scoreline. It's 4 Mamelodi Sundowns, 0 double action. Amlazi, Kingswelletini. Chances were aplenty. Lelona Daweti, Goy. First touch heavy. Daweti, Mtusi. Oh, both players clashing. The referee ignores that and says, that was a 50-50. Van Masejo looking to thread that ball in that defense. Khadiete, Melinda, Lilona from Cape Town. Daweti played for Roses, Cape Town Roses. And when you look at Lilola Daweti's performance in the under 17 level, under 19, 2 caps for Banyana. Molefe, Khadiete being asked or to be helped up, and it is she's feeling the pain. She's feeling the pain. Being nibbled on her ankles. There is Melinda Khadiete. Thumbs are up. Technical bench being given the thumbs up. They can look at the bench. The coach Opa Koa still just having made one change. Sundowns have not responded to that change. But if you got to look at the bench, there is Talia Smith, and so is Mashiko, and Khasaho is available. Regina Moholohora. Orati Murife. The grasshopper cutting through the grass, but passing white jersey instead. Maybe that's what pressure does to you. Veronica Mokosi. Goy. Tusi. Mbane. All the way to Asa. If need be. Looks like Makhrubeche tidying up. Here's Lilola. One touch. One too many. Picked up again in the middle of the park. Sundowns dominating the Super League, Hollywood Bet Super League. Sitting in pole position after 12 matches. And, let me just share the fact that sitting in pole position, they've already scored 43 goals and conceding 5, which speaks to their strengths around the defensive third. On the edge of the box, Tusi She's not going to have it easy in the second half. Double Action has made sure that they solidify, they close those spaces. Molifi, Onika, staying down. She wants the stretcher, is Onika Molifi, to just help her off. Onika took a knock a little bit earlier on the ankles, and you can see she's struggling, and the signal is given to the bench. Therefore, one's got to go to the bench. But before we go to the bench, here's the coach giving the instruction. A scoreline being 4 is a big ask, and against a very solid defense that after 12 matches in the league have only conceded 5 goals. So far, we're talking about 10 goals that have been scored in 2 matches. So you're looking at Karabo Makhrubechi, you're looking at Zanele Ntlako, Bambanani Mbane in that defense. Here is Agnes. She continues to tell them, warm up. This is when you talk of dedication and commitment. Here we're looking at the log. Sundowns in pole position with 6 points, followed by Double Action with 3 points, and Wanderers and Lesotho Defence Force with 1 point apiece, giving themselves a fighting chance. That is against Double Action. 55 minutes on the clock. 4-0. Could we be seeing more goals? The question is, why not? It depends from which side. Can Double Action pull a double on Mamelodi Sundowns? Find your way back into this match. Murifi. Melinda Khadieta. Makhurubech stretching the ball, opening them up. Lilona Daweti, and so is Chantal Esau available. On the edges, Tursi playing it back, and a snapshot. Disappointment from Bambanani, but why not? Khadiete appreciating service and the supply throughout the match. Here's Chantal Esau. Khadiete laying it back, this time trying to be a supplier. Melinda Khadiete. 7 goal attempts, 4 on target. As a coach, when you look at those returns, what do you say? Thank you, ladies, for a job well done. It's not over yet. 5 of those on target, 2 for Double Action. Coach will say, give it more, let's push more. Let's make sure that we try and capitalize on the mistakes, which come in, but very, very few forced out. Masejo. Pandiso. Masejo. Calling for a change. Calling for a change. You need the fresh legs. There's a Double Action. So we have a look at Apple leading. Lapo. Goalkeeper Asa. Oh, she's feeling it. The rain getting a little stronger. Baptism. There's a throw in, and it's Lorato Mutlogelo. Ah! Mutlogelo. Flat on the back. Pain. Excruciating. Here's the change. Molifi. Onika is the player giving away. She was injured, and And Monica is injured, and she can't continue. Lone Halaling. And that's the reason why the change was made. You have a look at that. It's again Bongiwe Tusi. Guilty. Guilty. It was 6 against number 6 Molo. Laone is being helped up as Bongiwe Tusi is dishing out some challenges in the midfield. And that's the bench warming up of double action. Double action. Double action with the throw-in. Need to connect a few passes, being unable to do so today. The fluidity has been stopped by Mamelodi Sundowns. Chwene, she comes from deep. She has such explosive pace. Daweti, Mbane, Nhlapo. I wonder how would Nhlapo respond when put under pressure. She rather plays calmly, and, very safe, creating space for herself, showing the intelligence acquired over the years. Asa, Mbane. Tusi, down she goes. Bundled off the ball, Bongiwe. That's the reason why the whistle went off. Yeah, we spoke about payback time. Bongiwe is being in the thick of things, and here's our great save made. It was again Melinda Khadiete. It could have been on a hat-trick. Murifi. Mutlogelo. Distant ball. Khadiete. She needs a runner. Khadiete. Intercepted by Johannes. One would want to see a lot more from Johannes here in the second half. Johannes on the ball, playing it with Maseko. And Mbane. Look at that calm. Look at the intelligence. Tusi. Tusi. Khadieta! Hat-trick! Brilliant! Simple! Poison. It was very influential in that goal. Melinda Khadiete gets a hat-trick on the day, the 29-year-old. So Melinda Khadiete registering the second hat-trick of the tournament. Khadiete will walk away with the match ball. And this time, one beautiful Bongiwe Tusi pass, slicing it through the defense. Khadiete doing well to place herself in between the two defenders, and Agnes continues to celebrate. This is a well-oiled machine. Are they going to make it a habit of making it 6? They've scored 5 goals thus far, making it look very simple, but it's not as simple as the scoreline says. Giving chases Maseko. Maseko, does she get one? And the goalkeeper, refuses to put a blemish on her goal. She wants to keep that clean sheet as Asa Rabalao, even after being on holiday for almost 63 minutes. The attempt is thwarted. Asa Rabalau. She was wide awake and thumbs up. Asa coming for the South African number 1, and you see, but look at that ball. Murifi was beaten, but the keeper said, I'm not going to be beaten. Should have done better. Perhaps just chip the ball over the top. Asa, former Palace Super Falcon. They call her pressure cooker, and this is what we wanted to see, right? We wanted to see her under pressure and in action. Asa Rabalau, the 25-year-old, standing in for Andile Dlamini, the Banyana number 1, who is currently ill. We wish her a speedy recovery. And Tusi was being stretchered off. I mean, being helped off, not stretchered off. We've seen a lot of the stretcher today. She is walking rather gingerly out of the pitch. And she's going to wash her face with cold water. But anyway, she's been baptized throughout this match. The rain doing the job. The chase is on. Keeping an eye on the ball is Mutlagelwa. Referee giving the thumbs up for the player to make her way back onto the field. Makhurubeci still busy. This is unfinished business. Mamelodi Sundowns want to book a ticket to Cairo. They are the COSAFA. They are the Hollywood Bet Super League champions. It's Mamelodi Sundowns. Comfortably into the hands of Asa. Mamelodi Sundowns have won the league since 2013 without losing a single match. So that talks to the pedigree of the players on the park. Since 2013, Mamelodi Sundowns have won the league without losing a single match. So this is a bunch of winners. You're looking at the players that have had or tasted international glory. 32% for double action with 5 attempts at goal. Let me just highlight to you the quality that is on the bench. You're looking at players that have either donned the Banyana jersey or are currently in the squad. We start at the back. Zanele Nhlapu has been part of the Banyana setup at some point. Bambanani Bane currently is, as we look at that bench, where you see an abundance as well of experience and talent. So we go back to the field. We look at players like Bambanani Bane. She's been part of Banyana. Lilola Daweti is another player that is part of the Banyana setup. Chantal Esau has donned the Banyana jersey. Melinda Khadiete has donned the Banyana jersey. The list is endless. Murifi currently in the Banyana squad. So you are looking at a bunch of quality players. You go to the opposite side, you look at Mutlogelwa, she's donned the national team jersey. You look at Johannes, she's donned the national team jersey. You're looking at Otlagile as well. She's donned the national team jersey for Botswana. Hence, you are seeing the quality that you're seeing. However, the scoreline does not, though, tell the story that is on display in today's encounter. It talks about almost one-way traffic to Mamelodi Sundowns, and that's not the case. They've got the chances, and they've made use of the chances. Throw in. Tlogelo. Chantal. Montlametsi. Tusi. Daweti. It's in the midfield. It's quite safe for the coach of Mamelodi Sundowns to respond to the 2 changes made by Coach Opakoa. As Rabale. She's full of running. And Poison is being replaced. And the COSAFA is being replaced. And Rabala Poitumelo comes in. Poitumelo comes in for Andisiwe. Poitumelo. It's Melinda Khadiete, who's had a fine day at the office. She's on the ball right now. Is Melinda Khadiete. Has got a hat trick. And Tusi. Masejo. Moane. And the last touch of white jersey. That will be a throw-in, and Mbane obliges. Sundowns making the second change. Melinda Khadiete, hat-trick hero in today's match, heroine. And number 23 is Tembelihle Masibi. Tembelihle Masibi is the player coming on. Let's have a look at the goals. First it was Andisiwe Mgoe becoming the supplier, whipping in a decent cross. Here's Khadiete getting a name onto the score sheet. That was her first goal. And again, Murifi, again, you find Andisiwe Mgoe in the middle of things. It goes out and Tusi spots the run being made by Khadiete. And you don't need a second invitation, all smiles. She gets the second goal. And let's have a look at the third goal again. Nice build-up. Tusi is involved as well, and here is Khadiete, a chip over the keeper who could do nothing about that. Melinda Khadiete, this is her day, and she gets a hat-trick. Seems like Mamelodi Sundowns is making a habit of scoring a hat-trick in the matches that they have played. Here is Rabala. Puffing and puffing and puffing and puffing throughout the 90 minutes. Full of running. It's been a big ask for these players. Rabale has come onto the park to get a run. Tembelihle has come onto the park for Mamelodi Sundowns. CBU's come on to just give them a little bit more going forward. Johannes stopped in the tracks, made to look simple. Bane showed too much of the ball. There's Masijo. She has 20. The two number 8s, the battle is on. Mahrubit bringing in a keeper. Sundowns taking their foot off the pedal. Knock it about and trying to draw in double action. They're looking for the 6th goal. Could that be their lucky number? 6. Yet to concede in this tournament is Mamelodi Sundowns. Asa pulling off a brilliant save. Oh, Rabale. Let me tell you about her. You know, she's from Maseru. Is Poitumelo. They call her queen, and you can see why. She's got those touches. She is the queen of the moment. Here's Masibi. Onside. Flag stay down. Here's the 6th one. Here is the 6th one. Mamelodi Sundowns making a clean sweep. And who's getting onto the sheet? It's Lilona Daweti. They knock it about, they draw the team in, the opposition in, and they are pretty explosive. I think I saw the coach saying, we need the 7th one. Let's have a look. It's Tembelihle Masibi playing that ball over the top. Daweti doing well to stay on side, and she just lets rip at the right moment. Lilona Daweti, that's the famous celebration. Hers has got a little bit of pace. If you remember Jomo Sono, how does his celebration? He brings it up and the chest. Lilona Daweti, she gets her goal in this match. 6-0. On the edge of the box is double action away by Morifi. And Mutlogelwa hacking that over the bar. Mutlogelwa kicking that over the bar. 58 caps and 34 goals for Queen. Sundowns in the rain, turning on the heat, turning on the style. Look at the pace. They've been chasing the match. Johannes Molloy Laone hasn't been given much room. Laone, I'm sure back home looking on and hoping that they can get one. That could have been the 7th one. And that one just going over the bar by Bongiwe Tusi. You know, as much as we've had 4 goal scorers in this match, but Bongiwe Tusi has really been a revelation in that midfield. She's worked very hard. Boitumelo Rabales, come on, the Lesotho international. And she's scored 34 goals in 50 matches. What a return. Could have done better. 12 attempts, 9 shots on target, 4 for double action, 6 attempts and 4 for double action. That ball just skidding off. Here is Rabale selling a dummy. Tlhagile showing a bit of her skill and switching that plane a little bit overcooked. Senwele, Radio Canyo has gone quiet. Tlhagile in the midfield, she plays that position ever so well, just in the pocket. 76 minutes on the clock with about 15 minutes plus referee's optional time. Can Sundowns get another goal, or can double action at least register a goal? That's Asa has anything to say about it. Johannes Morifi, Oratile. Morifi's gone into defense. Bane has Mokoena, Oratile Mokoena. Gundwan, she's really the one who dictates the tune in the middle of the park, is Gundwan. Tiny, nippy. Rabale calling for supply. Lilona Daweti! Oh, offside though was the call. Lilona, oh, she's soaking, is the assistant referee. The assistant lines, she's soaking in on the opposite end. Is soaking out there in the rain, but still on her feet and looking on. It's got to be alert. And that ball just whizzing over the top. Agnes is a very difficult coach to please. She wants more goals, and the ladies have said, look, coach, we won 6-0. Can we just make it a habit of 6-0? We're leading by 6 goals to 0, but then again, some would say, make use of the opportunity. You don't want to have any issues with goal average. And the keeper making a brilliant one-handed save to deny that 7th goal from going through. It's Lilona. Again, Melinda Khadiete this time. No, not Melinda Khadiete, but Oratile Mukwena just supplying the ball over the top, looking for Lilona Daweti. Keeper. First corner of the match. Can you believe it? It's the first corner. That basically tells you that they've kept the ball in play for most parts of this match. Keeper, poor defending. They had the numbers. However, Rabal is still making an impact or getting a touch on the ball. Mutlakhil rides a challenge. Maseko is available. Murifi is the only person at the back, but recovered very well. Makhurubej. What you will find now from Sundowns is that a number of players will be mixing it up, maybe even changing position, swapping position to try and get a number of the players to get their goal or get their names registered on the score sheet. We saw Murifi being the last man. Usually she's the person up front supplying the crosses from the wing. Nklapo. Makhurubej. Tusi. Rabale. Asibi. There's a chance for the keeper to come out, make the save, but again, Lilola Daweti is adjudged to have been offside. Should just hold her run a little bit. Daweti. Johannes. Maseko. Doubling up on Tusi. Tusi is really putting a shift in this match. And for players like Melinda Khadiete and Andisiwe Mgoy and company, they got to go up to Bongiwe Tusi and give her a high five. She's really been the heartbeat. She's been the supplier together with Oratile Mukwena. When you have a midfield that works like that, you've got to score those goals that have been scored. It's over the top and on the edge of the box, but again tidied up and under pressure. Keeper collects. Asa Mutlakhil giving chase. Murifi. One touch football. Oh, that's just cushioned. But Makhurubetsi pushing up. She doesn't want the players at the back. Tusi. Mabis. Masibi. Masibi is just come on in the second half, but it's Bongiwe Tusi has really been ever present, and now he's moving to 5 players at the back. I'm not sure why he's 20 gone into defending in the left back. It's another change for Mamelodi Sundowns.
Substitution, Mamelodi Sundowns. Jersey number 8, Shane Morifi out. Jersey number 7,
Oh, she was perhaps taking a breather, and we bring in number 7. That is Mashiko, the 22-year-old. Mashiko. She's got 7 minutes, or about 10 minutes if you include referees' optional time, to make a difference to this match. Mashiko, that's the 3rd and final change made. Bani. It's on. throw in. As the rain has stopped momentarily. Here's the race, here's the pace. Johannes does well to keep it in play, but realizes she's outnumbered. Veronica Mokhosi.
Substitution, double action,
Third
ladies.
and final change for double action.
Out.
2.
Jersey number 2, COSAFA Matata in.
And Senwele Socks gives way, and number 2 comes in and immediately is in the action. It's Kisego Matasa. Kisego Matasa. Goalkeeper communicating with the defense to say, I got this. Sundowns have been very, very businesslike in this tournament thus far. They've been ruthless. Up front, they've been absolutely menacing. Oh! Good to see the ladies are up on their feet. Mokoena. So, Khadiete. So given weight, 3-goal hero. She's out in the stands and watching. Barney, Juicy. Referee doesn't like it and gives the free kick. Johannes to take the free kick for double action. They've got last match to do it all. They've got 3 points and very dangerous in this Group A fixture. The Mamelodi Sundowns will sit at the summit of this Group A. And, followed by double action and a draw between the Lesotho Defence Force and Menzini Wanderers gives them 1 point apiece. Tusi. Here is the pace that sets them above the rest, and Mamelodi Sundowns will use this transition, and it's not quick enough. Players who have really looked menacing on the park today. Go Asa, as much as she didn't have much to do when she was called upon, was very domineering. Zanele and Apu in defense, solid. Oratile Mokoena, and that was a close miss. That was a close miss. Ilona Daweti. She's very close to get her second of the match. Gundwane is a little relaxed and not getting enough information from her teammates. Mbana out to the left hand side. Chantal expecting the 1-2, but that ball just ricocheting off Chantal. Falling for a very, very determined Lilona Daweti, doesn't give it away. She's very, very calm and using both feet. That is really her strength, is Lilona Daweti. Tusi, on the other hand, she's got some very, very teasing turns, very tight turns, and makes it look so simple. Utlachile looking for at least the one. At least the one. Tusi. Oh, onside. Here's the chase and the battle, and both the players going down. Referee doesn't see anything wrong. Tlogelo will tidy up. Veronica Mokhosi has really been busy. Hongiwe Tusi. Johannes. Today she was really not one of those players that you expected And Bali will certainly get the answers in her interviews with the coaches. What went wrong will definitely be one of those. And we'll expect Coach Opa to give us a view from his tactical approach, whether the formation used was suitable against the opponents. And we can see that they were very ruthless. Sundowns maintaining the same formation, playing according to the strengths. But it was a very, very, very convincing win with a few seconds to the 90. Masibi on the run. These players just need to get into a warm bath. Mashiko takes the throw in. Masibi is pickpocketed. She fights back. There's Masibi. As far as Tusi. Tusi was very fortunate not to have received a yellow card. Oh, look at Daweti getting in front of the defender. And an offside. The flag goes up.
Additional time, 2 minutes.
2 minutes. The board is up, 2 minutes. Oh, that would have been an excellent one. Nicely placed by Mashiko. In actual fact, it's Masibi, not Mashiko. Masibi. With peroxide. On the bench. When you, as a coach, find yourself trailing by 6 goals to 0, it's very difficult to come back. Johannes and Lilona Daweti staring at each other in the eye. Sundowns. Juicy. Barney sends a long ball looking for Msibi. Msibi brings in Rabale. Here's Chantal Esau turning on the wrong side into the defender, into the traffic. Here's Resijo. Utlachile. And a big ask of Masijo. We are in referee's optional time as Masijo gives up on the chase. Green Buffaloes are looking on and hoping that they will get into the final. As Masibi is taking a foot out to avoid any injuries. DA in the midfield has been very, very busy. Rabale. And there's Lilona Daweti again. She's offside. Very quickly at that to raise her flag. Sundowns. The whistle could be blown any minute now. Referee Antiso leaving the ball behind as Masejo gets a chance, but is snuffed out. One can, as Chantal plays it back, and Barney will just stall the clock. And, the referee looks at a watch and blows the whistle once, twice, 3 times, and brings an end to this matchup. Capo and Co take the 3 points from the Kings Wellatini Stadium. They take the 3 points away from a double action Sundowns. Lilona Daweti had a decent day at the office, and they know that they are through to the next stage of the competition, which is the knockout phases. Veronica Mokgotsi worked hard, so did Captain Bonang Otlachile. Johannes was unfortunate in today's encounter. Mamelodi Sundowns ends this match by 6 goals to 0.
I'm ready to explore KZN again, cruising along the banks of St. Lucia with the hippos.
Hey gal, 5-star resorts and spas on Nottingham Road, KZN Midlands. Here we come.
I'm getting all pumped up in my 4x4 up Sani Pass.
We are so looking to the KZN skies with some hot air balloon action overlooking Giant's Castle. What could be better?
Sengyasborn, way fun, riding off into the sunset for a safari adventure with the Big Five at Tuhlue Mfolozi Park, especially to see the rhino.
KZN is yours to discover.
See it. Believe it.
Here are the highlights of the match between Mamelodi Sundowns and Double Action Sundown and Double Action. It is the penalty that was taken by the captain Zanele Nkapo that opened up the score sheet, and then a quick 1-2 battling it out between Andisi Mgoy and the defense, bringing in Melinda Khadiete to make it 2-0, and the floodgates continue to open. Mgoy as well as Mkwena fighting in the midfield, and Tusi releasing a very, very determined Melinda Khadiete. She gets her second in the match. It continued to flow one side as Morifi also showing a good clear pair of heels, and that was the goal by Andisiwe Mgoy. Again fighting from the midfield. Bongiwe Mtusi yet again making sure that Melinda stayed onside. This is when she got her hat-trick in the match. Melinda Khadiete, 29-year-old, getting her 3 goals. Over the top, Lilona Daweti did well to stay onside, and she let rip with her right foot to make that 4. Stats for the day, which is very comprehensive dominance by Mamelodi Sundowns. You can look at the right-hand side, the left-hand side of your screen. That tells the story. And Double Action ladies will have to all to do and have their backs against the wall. Let's go down to our lady Mbali to give you the interviews.
Thank you so much, Gloria. I am standing now with our women of the match. It is, of course, Oratile Mokoena. Big congratulations to you. Goodness, 6-0 Emwe.
Yeah.
What a hammering. Talk to me about today's game.
Today's game wasn't easy as it seemed. Regarding the circumstances, the weather, it was wet, it was slippery, it wasn't an easy game. Though we didn't put in mind the conditions of the rain, we pushed ourselves, we were there for each other as a team. That's why we managed to score 6 goals.
Did you have to change your strategy? Because we saw in the first opening minutes, you guys looked like you struggled a bit, especially backline, but it seemed like, did you have to adjust to the wet conditions? Did you have to change your strategy?
Not really. We didn't have to change it as much. We just had to focus more, switch on, because we came with the mindset that we're going to be a little bit, we're not going to rush the game. But then going into the game, we saw that we have to push a little bit.
Thank you so much, Aratile. Big congratulations. See you.
Thank you.
A big one. Of course, she is our player of the match, and she is all smiles. I'm joined now by Coach Opakoa. Coach, unfortunately, not the way you wanted this game to end. Please talk me through it. What are your thoughts on that 90 minutes?
Look, I got 2 major issues. One is that I was not happy with the referee. I didn't think that most of the decisions went our way. But I think Sundowns beat us in the midfield. We couldn't deal with the lady that was just a player of the game. We couldn't deal with the midfield. And I've got to give credit to them that the way they knocked the ball around, we couldn't deal with it. We were too concerned about what would happen if they came to us, and therefore allowed them to rush onto the balls, turn around, and then play their normal game. But I think overall, for our girls, we've got to go and deal with the number of goals that they got. It was too much. I don't mind losing the game, it's part of the game, but when it's you worry. But we go back to the dressing room. I still believe we'll qualify to the semis because I think we'll go as probably second place with Sundowns. But that's my belief because that is the major thing. We have to go out of the group. It wasn't a good result for us today. The wet conditions were not favorable to either side. They dealt with them better than we did. And here we are. We got 6. Something that I've never had before, but it's part of the game. It's part of the game, yes.
Yes, coach, let's talk about that because your coach did really seem like it struggled under these conditions and with injuries as well from the onset.
I did say I don't want to talk about the referee. I think that is mainly due to the way the refereeing was going. I don't want to be punished for that, but I wasn't happy with the referee. At the end of the day, there were too many knocks on our side as compared to their side. Where we thought maybe we went in hard but fair, we got it against us. And as a result, look, it's part of the game. I'm not happy, but we've got to go back, sit down, look at what's happening and go and play the last game and ensure that we move into the next round. Because I still believe that it's not the end of everything. It's not the end of everything. But hey, look, we got one on the cheek, a very nice one.
Thank you so much, Coach. There's still one more game, so all the best for your next and final game.
Thank you very much.
Coach Opakoa of Double Action Ladies and getting a hammering by Mamelodi Sundowns. But look, still optimistic about the next game. And Coach is all smiles. Again, 12 goals registered, another hat-trick, Coach. Nikezangani, against
Hey, namangazi labantwana laba bakhizangani. Mara engakusho nje ukuthi bayazimisela each and every game esiyidlalayo sidlala as if like we are playing a cup final. First 10 minutes bebaspressa hard yabo, so I think baphelele endleleni siye saya kubo nathi sabapressa hard.
It looked like the team adjusted very nicely when you looked at the wet conditions as well, how you were moving the ball around. It seemed like we just dismantled their defense, and it looks like they struggled to re-strategize because they just could not keep up with you.
Yeah, the way bebadlala ngakhona first half bebeza kithi but ama-defender they were very strong yabo. Even my midfielders abo Uratile and abo Aratile and Siwe Mqoyi ama-player ami ngiwathembe kakhulu lawo. I know ukuthi basebenza kanzima ngaso sonke isikhathi.
Your strikers are certainly bagging those goals. Now going into the next game, you are through as number 1. Do you then rest the players?
Yeah, I think I need to give another players a chance ukuthi badlale nabo yabo, so that ukuthi ngizokwazi ukuthi ngiphumize amanye ama-player for i-semi-final.
Thank you so much, Coach. Big congratulations to you.
Ngiyabonga
Coach Agnes. And that is how we leave things here. Match day 3, 1-1 for Lesotho Defence Force as well as Manzini Wanderers. They share the spoils. Then Mamelodi Sundowns registering another hat-trick of the day, courtesy of Khadiete, and 6-0 over Double Action Ladies. They now have 12 goals registered, and this is what the log looks like now. Mamelodi Sundowns through to the semis, and Double Action Ladies, Manzini and Lesotho still in contention. So they will all be looking to finish as the best, the runner-up for Group A. Certainly it is still wide open for that second position, but Mamelodi Sundowns can rest assured that they are firmly through to the knockout phases, but it's still wide open for teams number 2. So this is what we are building up to tomorrow as the action does continue. Only one fixture for tomorrow. Tura Magic from Namibia will finally get their chance here at the tournament, and then Black Rhinos as well will be in contention with them in their second match of the day. For Group B rather, only 3 teams though, but it's not easy because you need to make sure that at least you win all of your matches, or even one to at least cement your place firmly into the semi-finals. Well, that's where we leave the action for today. It is wet, it is cold, but this is where we're going to leave it for today. Thank you so much, Gloria Brown, for your commentary today, and for me and Bali Skeet and the entire team behind this production. Cheers, bye, see you tomorrow.